Wait, why is she spinning like that? Why does she look like that? There we go. I think she was like drunk for a second. Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to a brand new stream. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Bowman. Hello, Battery. Hi, Law. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week so far. We are almost through to the weekend. Let's freaking go. I am back. I was not streaming yesterday. Loff and I actually took a little hour trip in the car to a big old shopping center. Trying to find outfits and little bits and pieces for my friend's wedding at the end of the month. Sadly, neither of us ended up buying any clothes. We were looking for a suit, a dress, a purse, a pair of shoes, although the purse and the shoes I can only really buy after I know the colors of the dress, if I want to coordinate as people do, and I would like to as well. We came away empty-handed, which is honestly quite surprising given just how many shops are at Bluewater, the shopping center we went to. I did try on a couple things. I actually found a steal of a dress that just so happened to be in Primark. For those who don't know what Primark is, it's like a very, very popular retailer in the UK, primarily for clothing, but they do homeware and stuff as well. And there was one dress that it was only like £20. It was the only one left of its kind. It was a maxi dress in like a cream color with black polka dots and some like floral print on it. It's not really my style, and I never wear cream because it kind of washes me out, but it was kind of cute, and it had a slightly plunged neckline and a little tie around the waist. I did try it on, and I was close to considering buying it until I just so happened to turn at the right angle in the mirror to see a rip in the back of the fabric that I thought, I don't love this dress enough to buy it or go to the till, argue that it's damaged, therefore could I get it discounted further than £20 and then fix it or ask like my mum to fix it. I just thought I wasn't sold on the dress, and now this just like proves that I don't want it because it's damaged. So that was a fail. And then I found a separate dress in a different shop, which was it was much nicer, like quality material. And it was quite pretty. It was just a bit of a busy print. And the colors in it again kind of washed me out, which made me feel a little bit self-conscious because I'm a very pale gal. It just happens. That is the way. I know what colors complement me, and it tends to be the darker, richer colors as opposed to the pastels and the like baby colors, which tend to be more typically worn by wedding guests, I would say. Like when it's spring and summer and you're going to a wedding, I feel like most people wear pastel blue, pastel pink, cream, like nudie colors, and most of those just make me look really washed out. So I am planning to like self tan, like fake tan. But even then, like it doesn't really deepen my skin tone that much, so I have to kind of be conscious of what colors I'm wearing. Anyway, 2 dresses tried on, 2 fails, which then meant I couldn't find any shoes or any purses, but I did find some new makeup to restock on. I needed a new concealer. I bought some lashes, not worn lashes in ages. My natural lashes, I call them donkey lashes, because they're quite long, like a donkey's lashes, but also like a donkey's lashes, they just point diagonally downwards, even when I curl them. They just don't want to stay curled. So I have to kind of resort to lashes if I want a nice feathered eye look. We even meant to buy some socks, and I got so wrapped up in the actual outfits and all the other shopping that I forgot to buy any socks as well. Silly me. Silly, silly me. So I ordered some online. I have ordered some dresses, and I'm like naively hopeful about them. I bought 3. One of them was in a sale, and it was only £9, which I thought was crazy. It is non-refundable, so if it doesn't work out, then I will have to like give it to charity, I guess. But I don't know if you're going to be able to see. I'm going to try this one. This is the £9 dress. Can you even like make out what that is? It's like I think the base color is like cream, but it's a silky material with almost like marbled gold, orange, turquoise, little like almost floral details. It's got a corseted bustier and like the off-the-shoulder arms, which is quite flattering, I feel like. I quite liked that one. My mum wasn't a huge fan. Thanks, mum. This one kind of perfectly matches the color scheme that my friend sent me that she's kind of based everything around for the wedding. Now, the guests don't have to follow the color scheme, like it's not that strict, but she just sent it to me as like an inspiration because she knows what I'm like and we're quite similar. And the color scheme, it's very like spring floral. Her bouquet of flowers has like wildflowers in it, so there's bits of blue, there's bits of baby pink, like a deeper kind of corally pink, there's some orange, and obviously lots of green. So most of those colors work. Then I just found this nude maxi dress with floral print that has like all of the colors of her color scheme. So I had to try that one. My mum likes this one the most. I'm worried that this is going to wash me out big time. And perhaps not be very flattering because it's my body ain't that shape. But I thought it would be worth a try. And then a last resort, because I feel like this probably will suit me, knowing like my skin tone and what colors suit me. It's just less wedding. I'm going to try this. Like a deep wine burgundy red bodycon dress with a little like waist detail with the ruching. And it's like that little, I don't know what they call that really short sleeve. It's not petal, but it's quite flattering at like creating a shape or a silhouette. Doesn't feel like a wedding guest dress, but I think it's one that I could at least wear and be like, oh, okay, I don't look horrible in all of the dresses. Third time's the charm next time. So yeah, that's what we got up to yesterday. We did also have some pretty life-changing sushi from Yo Sushi because I was absolutely starving. And then we headed home. So not the most fruitful shopping trip, but stocked up on some makeup, ate some good food, got out the house, and got some inspiration, I guess. I think purely pattern-wise, the second is my fave, but the first one is the best shape. I agree. I think something that has like a built-in corset is naturally going to have quite a nice shape, especially when you pair it with the off-the-shoulder. But I don't have high hopes for it on my body, personally. Happy Thursday, Miss Aphrodite. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your message. I was too busy yapping about my shopping trip. I hope you are doing well. I hope you've had a lovely week. How are you? Hi, Spice Bar. Happy Thursday. Anyway, enough about dresses and shopping. The plan today is to do some leveling on my lovely Mistweaver Monk, who you can barely see behind me here. I know that seems really random. There is a reason. Basically, it is becoming quite likely that as of next season in WoW, I might be shifting from DPS to healer in Raid. We are now technically a mythic progression guild or raid group. Now that we've cleared normal and heroic multiple times, we are progressing mythic. We reached a new prog point yesterday, kind of. We defeated mythic fallen King Salhadar, which was cool. And I healed the entire raid knight as resto. The reason I might be switching to healer is because one of our healers, our Mistweaver, is potentially going to go and switch to Augmentation Evoker for the sake of the comp. So we would be lacking a Mistweaver, although I know at least one of our other healers has a Mistweaver, but then he plays Disc, so then like it's just a domino effect. So if I have my Resto Druid and a Mistweaver, then I can flex 2 different healers based on what fight we might be progressing. So for me to fill that spot next season, I need to A, be level 90, and I'm currently level 80. And I need to get some gear, so I thought we could spend some time today leveling up my lovely Maple Flower. I've not spent any time with her in bloody ages, not since the War Within. So she needs some tender love and care, I think. So that's the plan for today. Probably just a whole load of leveling dungeons and hoping I can get back into the swing of Mistweaver because it is quite different from the last time I played. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well, thank you, Aphrodite. Today's been a bit up and down. Like the mood and the energy's been quite low, but it's just personal stuff. It's all good. But I'm doing better now. Happy to be here. I have also been quite productive today. We cleaned the whole flat. We had a flat inspection. That all went fine. Went outside, got some air. I'm the leader of the group. I just need to make sure I'm all set. I have like 0 buttons. It's really weird. Let's queue up for a random midnight dungeon. We don't have time walking until next week, I think. Yeah, next Wednesday, WOD time walking. It's not a bad one to have time walking for, actually. Congrats. Thank you, Spicefar. It was quite exciting downing Mythic Salhadar. I'll be honest, I'm so locked in when I'm healing, and there's a lot to heal during the Salhadar fight on Mythic that my eyes basically only go from my unit frames, which are like here-ish, to my cooldown manager, and then the boss, and like watching my feet. I don't look at like the boss HP, for example, so it kind of just... I didn't realize how close we were until sub 10%, you know? When I was like, oh, this fight's going on longer than normal. And everyone starts getting excited. Hello, fellow healer main. Hello, low battery. I don't think I'll be pushing resilient 16, 17, 18s just yet, but you're an inspiration. I salute you. They're making you heal Mythic, I'm sorry. I did say I was happy to do it, this is true. It does, however, mean that my attendance and my commitment to Mythic is high, like stronger. So I'm going to have to really like gird my loins, as Stanley Tucci would say. And like lock in, because I'm like Omega needed now, you know?
This must be the fireliners you spoke of. Sit. We will start a ritual.
I've missed my lovely monk. She's so cute. This is Maple Flower.
Whatever he dreams of, we must
I adore her very much. And she's in like a full kind of tealy, turquoisey, chi green, um, in inspired by the Mistweaver colors. I don't really know what I'm doing, but we now Soothing Mist again, which is new to me since I've not played this since War Within. I have Celestial Conduit, which is like a bit of a Omega heal cooldown, and I can also cast it while moving. Enveloping Mist is instant as long as I'm channeling a Soothing Mist, and you can redirect the Soothing Mist onto someone else by using Enveloping Mist on them. Getting a little bit crazy on the pull already. I can't decast. This feels horrible. Just have to wait for this to drop off. Wish my bags were that clean. Oh, thank you, Miss Aphrodite. It's only because I don't play this character, and before any new expansion, I go through as many ults as I can muster, and I just do a full clear out of like everything. So yeah, she's been nice and fresh since like right before the launch of Midnight, I would say. And I've not revisited her since, so she just has stayed this way. But the bags will start to fill up soon, I'm sure. Or immediately, in fact. Am I like... I would love if the tank would just let this curse fall off. I can't even revival it. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Please let the curse fall off. Like, I really wanted this to be chill, and I feel like these leveling dungeons are going to really test me. Because people are going to be bum rushing. And everyone has 0 HP, so what do you expect me to do? Oh dear, well, maybe this is gearing me up for Mythic. You never know. How are you guys doing? I hope you've had a nice week so far. What have you all been up to? I Mistweaver healing, but only heroics for my guild. Can be intense on some fights. Yeah. It looks fun though, like Mistweaver always seems like a good time whenever I'm in the vicinity of one. And our current Mistweaver is just like a very good player as well, so just absolutely churning out healing like no tomorrow. So maybe I'll have to take some pointers. Of course I'd be happy to tag, but I don't have a tag right now, sorry. Yeah, sounds lovely. I'm not actually available right now though. Sorry, Han. Guess you have to find someone else. Oh no, it's a shame. I'd love to do it though. Sorry. No, I'm down. This guild is... They're a lovely bunch of people. They are very good raiders. We have a very good raid leader. So I'll do it for the girls. There's only like 2 girls in the raid, but that's, you know. There's a little like fly living rent-free right in front of my face right now. It's very distracting. Oh my god, you're obsessed with me. Oh. Jade Fire Teachings with Way of the Crane is insane on Mistweaver right now. So many pulls in M+, where all I'm doing is spinning crane kicking. I heard about that, Spice. I don't have that build right now. Like, I went on Wowhead and took their recommended dungeon build, I think. Unless it's changed really recently. And I seem to just be a Soothing Mist robot. But I remember the ancient teachings. Is that what it's called? Jade Fire teachings. From War Within. It was the whole like fist weaving thing. And I didn't mind it, but I did slowly get a little bit bored of it. And then switched to Holy, which isn't even an interesting healer, but I just like it. I don't know what to tell you. Looks like you're mostly in raid spec. Maybe I picked the wrong one. I have to check that. Nice. So what can I dispel? I can dispel magic. Just magic. That doesn't sound right. Monks can only dispel. Detox also removes poison and disease. Okay, so I need to spec into that. This doesn't feel right. This really doesn't feel right. I'm in a dungeon and all I can do is dispel magic. That's not gonna fly. It's the sort of thing that would fly in raid, which makes me believe that you might be right, Spice, that I'm in a raid build inadvertently. I have no interrupt either, but I think that's just Mistweaver. I think they've taken it out of our core abilities. Holy's a lot of fun. Actually, a spec that I've never tried. I think Paladin might be one of my least played classes just across the board. I have a Paladin, but her sole purpose was to get the Blood Elf Heritage armor. And I leveled her as prop because it was the fastest. Do you play like exclusively healers, Spice? This Warlock's very good at taking damage. Such a proud moment yesterday. I joined a +6. Hang on one sec. I will read your message in a sec, Bowman. Sorry. I feel like I'm not confident enough at Mistweaver yet to be able to AFK while I read. Joined a +6 because I really needed hero fragments. Turns out I got into a group of people who had never done the dungeon before, including the tank. So I had to guide us through the route And explain boss mechanics before the fight. Was so proud I can't even lie. Aww. That's amazing. You're asking me? Of course. I would trust you, Bowman. Oh. I so nearly rolled off the edge. My goodness. I'm glad it went well. That's so nice of you to take charge. I hope they were grateful. Kind of begs the question of how they got a 6 to begin with, but I guess it could have just been a dungeon that they've not done before. Oh, I'm cooked. No one's helping me out of my tomb. Hey. Tank does not care about the ads. I think Resto Shaman is the only healer with an interrupt right now. Yikes. Wonder why they took that utility away. Shaman interrupt used to go crazy. I think they've increased the cooldown on it for at least healers, but wasn't it like less than 10 seconds before? Like 12 seconds or something? That is not a long time for an interrupt cooldown. Just play Shadow Priest and you can interrupt. Right, right. Great shout. Hello, Siri. Oh, my phone didn't hear me. Let's go. Not excited for this dungeon in Mythic Plus. You never know. Maybe it'll just be crazy undertuned and it will fall over.
You have proved your strength and endurance. But what about your loyalty? Come back to the fire. Your last trial awaits
I
you.
used to only heal, but I've been leveling a druid because I saw you play one and it looked fun, not gonna lie. Mistweaver is still just too fun to go away from. Oh, I'm happy I could inspire you. Druid is kind of fun. Are you playing balance? I'm assuming if you saw me. How exciting. I like balance. I can't believe I've played it for so long. I've never gone this long playing the same spec in, you know, every raid tier since I switched to Moonkin in Season 1 of Shadowlands, and apart from, like, an off period during Shadowlands Season 2, when we had not Shadowlands, Dragonflight Season 2, when we had Aberrus, where I played my priest more, I've literally been a balanced druid since then, which is a blooming long time. Girl, I don't ever trust myself. That's so brave of you. Have more faith in yourself, Bowman, that's all. I'm glad they were appreciative of you guiding them, though. Oh yeah, these magma totems hurt. We can hope, but we'll also be extremely geared for this in Season 2. Most of us max item level. True, true. I imagine this last boss will be quite scary in Mythic Plus, like for the high keys. First one seems easy enough, and probably second as well. It's just the slippery floor that I hate. Everyone blames Senath from Vault of the Incarnates raid for that. I think that's the first time we saw slippery floor mechanic.
You must face and kill me.
Hey! Love's playing his Evoker, which means he's gonna pick me up and fly me into dangerous mechanics because he likes to do that when I stream. I'm playing balance, but I'm interested in all the specs. The shiny stars, though. They are beautiful, aren't they? Some of my favorite spell animations in the game, honestly. Starfall is so nice. I also like Spirit of Goldrin, I think it's called, where you have a chance to shoot out a spectral wolf at your target when you shoot a Star Surge, and it flies out in like a little semicircle, and it howls as it flies. Very satisfying. It's my first expansion where I've not swapped class. The cannot relate Siri. Like Moonkin till I die nowadays. Okay, or also just don't use the shield. Cocoon works too, I guess. Oh, I should have used my lovely Transcendence ability. I don't have it keybound. Silly me. Right, before we queue for our next dungeon, I need to check what this talent situation is, because, I mean, it was fine, but it felt very weird. Hey, we got a star. I'll take that. Ward, Rep Halden, Legion, Blood DK, BFA, Brewmaster, Shadowlands, Brew for first season, Dragonflight, Frost DK, War Within, Arcane Mage, Midnight, the abusive mage player continues. Gosh, that is a colourful cast. Okay.
I have men
We did get a talent point, but before I spend that, let me look up what the T is. Mistweaver Monk talents. Let's try Icy Veins. Recommended Conduit of the Celestials Mythic Plus talents. Let me see if these are different. M plus. I think I just set that to M equals. Oh no, it is M plus. Okay, well we got our improved detox, which is good. After detox successfully removes an effect, their movement speed is increased. Sure, why not? Aha! Jadefire Teachings. Transfers 270% damage to healing. Your stamina is also increased. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So now... Teachings. Oh. Ancient Teachings. Is that the mastery? God, I'm confused, you guys. What's Ancient Teachings, and why can't I find it anywhere? Ancient Teachings just means the damage you do converts to healing, right? I feel like that should be listed somewhere. Like, the way it's just saying Ancient Teachings in the description of another talent should be in your spellbook. Ancient Teachings. Did they take it away? As in, like, it's just not in the spellbook. Teachings. Oh. Why didn't it come up? How weird. Oh, passive's hidden. You're so smart. Thank you, Spice. Oopsie. I mean, I can see why. Like, that is crazy. Me being like, this game is broken. No, girl. You're basically just going to spin in Crane Kick for healing, using Chi-Ji on big pulls, and then spot healing with Gift for the rest. So what I'm hearing is this is basically the same as What Within. I thought this was like an exciting new change, but I think it's basically the same, which is fine. Let me keep this offhand, even though it's like More Within, just in case we get another one-hander. Guess I can get rid of my old consumes. Leave it for now. Oh, I should remember. I took mining jewel crafting on this character, so maybe I should track minerals and keep an eye out for mining nodes. Okay.
The Farstriders stand ready.
Complete activities.
May victory be ours.
This dungeon's delves. Oops, I should have got that first. Right, so I'm fairly sure I already know how to do this then. But just so I am sure, Thief training dummy, Dungeoneers training dummy. We don't have Stomp anymore, is that true? Did they take away Stomp? I think they did. Thunder Focus T empowers Enveloping Mist. Okay, so it is a thing, but only when you have Thunder Focus T empowering Rising. Hang on. Thunder Focus T empowers Enveloping Mist and Rising Sun Kick. Right, okay. So when you empower Rising Sun Kick with Thunder Focus T, it produces a Jadefire Stomp passively, but you don't have Jadefire Stomp as a button. I didn't press Thunder Focus T once during that dungeon, by the way, so I need to remember that. Right, right. The other thing I wanted to check was my add-ons on this character. She could do with Auctionator now. She actually doesn't need Bagnon as we speak. All the things, no. Handy notes, not really. I think she's got all the stuff that she, like, super needs. Don't need key stuff right now. She's only level 81. Okay, she's actually more set up than I thought. Just use Thunder Focus T on Enveloping Mist for the haste. Oh yeah, I didn't actually read what it does. It empowers an ability, immediately heals for 4k and is instant cast for Enveloping Mist. Increase the duration of Renewing Mist. Sounds like not something I'm not going to do. And reduce the cooldown of Rising Sun Kick. So Rising Sun Kick is originally 10 seconds or shorter even. But then with Thunder Focus T, it becomes like a GCD. Oh, it does. Fun. And then we're getting stacks of ancient teachings of the monastery. The next blackout kick strikes additional 4 times. Okay. Way of the Crane. What is that? Tiger Palm strikes twice. Blackout kicks strike an additional 2 targets. Okay. Should I be seeing ancient teachings or teachings, Jadefire teachings on the meters? Or does it not show like that? Because I am doing healing, it just doesn't really say. I guess Way of the Crane is that, because I'm doing damage. So why is Spinning Crane Kick illuminated? Your next Spinning Crane Kick deals 400% damage. Okay. Where does that come from? Should show, I think. Interesting. Okay. The other thing I had been meaning to do is set up a keybind profile for this character because I keep changing her keybinds and then logging out and they revert. And I think it's because I have an add-on that I'm not respecting. Things just keep changing even though I set them. I think everything's fine, honestly. So then you do... I always forget this. Keybind profiles. KBP save Mistweaver. Created new profile Mistweaver. Perfect. So I'm hoping that means our keybinds won't keep reverting now. Ready for another? Also, maybe I should like just fly around and mine while we wait for dungeons. They won't take long to pop, but I also need to get some professions rolling on this character. Do you know the main reason I want to do mining and jewel crafting on this character is because my main is an alchemist, and the sunglass vials, which are just the potion receptacle, can be crafted by jewel crafters, and they sell on the auction house at max rank for no less than 300 gold each, which I think is ridiculous. And it's stopping me from creating max rank potions and stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna have an ult that can just make them for me and probably post them on the auction house myself, because that's a money printing device if I've ever seen one. And I refuse to spend 60,000 gold to buy like 100 max rank vials. I just won't do it. Right, let's see if this dungeon goes any better. Not that the last one was bad, but now we have Jadefire teachings. Spices is educating me in the ways. And I've got a better dispel. And I'll remember to use Thunder Focus Tea. Oh, I should make sure I keybind my Transcendence as well, right? What's my Paralyzed keybind? I think it's Control 6. Okay. So I'm kind of just Rising Sun kicking on cooldown, spinning Crane Kick, especially when it's empowered. Yeah, this feels better. These pools are also smaller, which is helping. We've got a bigger one happening now. I kind of miss the stomp, you know? Right, Chi-Ji, Thunder Focus T, which I will use on my next Rising Sun kick. Perfect, and then just spinning Crane Kick, and spinning Crane Kick, and spinning Crane Kick. Okay, got it. And how does that list on here? Yeah, Way of the Crane. So I have a feeling, unless I'm doing this wrong, that the Ancient Teachings healing will show up as Way of the Crane. Oh, I do miss the interrupt. There's a lot of enemies. Spinning Crane Kick will keep everyone full most of the time. Otherwise, a mix of single target and spot healing, while Rising Sun Kick to keep the hots up.
Unauthorized entry, please hold.
Right. Lots of enemies. I spin. Me using paralysis as a way to interrupt. Yeah, that's no kidding. No one's taking any damage right now. You do just spin. How funny.
You'll go no further, Umbrick. These new defenses were specially made with you in mind.
I seem to be detained.
Oops. Podcasting Sheldon's gift, you didn't see that?
Destroy it.
Yeah, this feels fine, honestly. Certainly something that I'm fairly comfortable with, you know, for high keys, for example, in the future. but not a fair while yet. I might have to do quite a lot of healing in a second. Never mind.
Compliance is not optional. Suppressive measures necessary.
It looks like no one's taking any damage. Do I have anything for refueling? Not really. I mean, Crane. Okay. I guess I should make sure that Renewing Mists are still going out at least, because pots. And I've got 3 charges on short cooldown. There we go. Oh, pulling everything. Okay, Diva. So, your spells and abilities have a chance to make your next spinning crane kick deal 400% increased damage. So it's like anything has a chance to make crane kick become empowered. Even spinning crane kick? Like, can I just spam spinning crane kick and it has a chance to empower the next one? I'm guessing so. I tried to boop her closer. This could be a bit more intensive. I am not used to being in melee. This is very weird. I honestly held spinning crane kick down until 10 plus and it was totally fine. Only after that did I need to start caring about renewing my stacks. You'd be surprised just how much you can hold it down. I feel like I can't help myself from pressing other buttons just to make my life a bit more interesting. I believe you, don't get me wrong. I mean, I can press V from now until the end of stream, that's fine. Can definitely do that. That's good to know, though. Thank you. If in doubt, spin. It's kind of nice to at least press some other abilities to see how, like, the hero talents and the Apex talents and stuff are working. Because obviously I've not played Mistweaver since those came out. And then as we level up, we'll obviously unlock more, which will be good. But that will make gearing and doing like keys and stuff useful. Knowing that I can just spin. In spin we trust. I want to use Transcendence. I guess if there's another wave of silence, I can Transcendence outside of the bubble, but I think it's gonna die first. Or I could put one here. Just such a cool ability that I don't have as a druid, so I like to use it. I got a back piece. 139. Can't do that while I'm channeling. Also, my zoom tech is wrong. I'm gonna stop channeling for a second. Zoom. It is usually zoom in, zoom out like that, but we do shift mouse wheel. Thank you so much. And then put the back piece on before we get into combat. I didn't even use my Transcendence. I got too distracted. Stupid. Never mind. I will find another way to use it. Got distracted by my cloak. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna spin. How's the damage? I did hear that our guildie Mistweaver was topping the meters or something at one point from all the Mistweaver DPS. And I am beating this Warlock by quite a margin. We converted one. Are you on a mission to have more people play Mistweavers? Or just heal in general?
Where are you?
See, I can't even go one pack without pressing something different from spinning crane kick. I think my mind's just telling me it's unfathomable that I will keep everyone topped and do plenty of damage by just using this channeled ability. I feel like I'm cheating. Guess I can dispel. Are you guys enjoying this riveting gameplay?
Are you
Yes. I feel like, Spicy, you must hear the spinning crane kick animation sound in your sleep. At least it's kind of a satisfying sound. They're like whipping kick sounds. I do find that there's certain sound effects in WoW that have a very distinct and quite like piercing effect. The OG Prayer of Mending sound was always very satisfying, but after I'd played my priest for a long time, I did used to think, gosh, this is getting a bit old. Like, it was so loud, and I can't describe it in any way other than like crispy. But I do like it. Oops. Okay, so I feel like spinning crane kick doesn't empower itself. Like, I never seem to get it empowered by using spinning crane kick. But I got it very easily by doing like Tiger Palm and Blackout Kick and Rising Sun Kick. I should probably get this heal absorb off. Let me put like a random Transcendence right there, just to get me out of some of the bull if we even have that mechanic on normal. Optimization. I know that if I'm hearing that sound, everyone's fine, so it's reassuring. I guess the druid equivalent is tranquility. Okay. Yeah. Although we are barred from using that too much. Wait. Oh, I'm too far away. There we go. It's like I definitely put a soul down. Spinning crane kick can be spammed. Imagine you could spam tranquility. Although it's another lovely sound effect. There's a talent that lets you bind it to a player, so you can tag along for skips in Skyreach or be on talking duty in pit with no downtime. Gotta be careful of its range though. Oh wait, Transcendence? Or are you talking about something else? Whoa, that's cool. I had no idea about that. What a middle talent. That sounds new. Oh, look. Transcendence now tethers your spirit onto an ally for an hour. Ooh. Does that mean you can only place it on a person? If you take that talent, like you can't put it on the floor or on a person. It has to go on a person. Only a person? Okay, well. As you say, it has its applications, so kind of fun. This is silly. Monk is fun. I quite like Monk. Thank you.
Champion, I know what to do. I'll need to attune the Cynosure to the Void Storm.
Ooh, melee on this boss. Not something I've done before.
You keep it occupied while I channel the spell and end this chaos.
I'm here. I think I'm the only one on this side. Oh no. Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. Fine by me. Sting? Do you like that roll backwards tech? I know some tricks, you know. You can tell I'm not used to being melee because I just moved to get into the soak and I was stood obviously this far away from the boss and I felt too far away to be able to hit it in melee, so I used Jade Lightning instead.
And perhaps
It's just
offer an
habit, you know.
apology for the near catastrophe.
You're joining a great time too because Soothing Mist is able to be used while moving in all specs now. Used to require a talent that replaced Way of the Crane last patch. Yeah, I thought the Soothing Mist felt new. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like in War Within, I didn't have Soothing Mist at all. Like, whether it was just a talent that you didn't take in the build or whatever. I remember doing, like, Operation Floodgate and all those keys and stuff in the last season of War Within, and I just never had Soothing Mist. I had Renewing Mist, I had Enveloping Mist, Shaylun's Gift, and then the rest was just... Maybe I had, like, Essence Font, and I just had my DPS abilities. What they were thinking making this boss doesn't even have a real mechanic. What do you mean, Momo? Volleyball hater identified. Tell you what, we haven't done. I don't have a keybind for my Transcendence, like to put it down. I don't know why, but I don't have any keybinds. I can't explain it, but usually my movement related abilities are on something to do with the number 5. So roll is control 5. Now bear in mind I have an MMO mouse, so I'm not like contorting my hand to press them on my keyboard necessarily. Control 5 is roll, Shift 5 is Tiger's Lust, and then Alt 5 is Transcendence transfer, so like teleporting me to my Transcendence spot. But I don't have a keybind for Transcend. I've run out. Shift, Control, Alt. Unless I can do one of those like shift macro things where when you hold it, it changes the action bar. Unless I take Celestial Conduit off of 5 and put it on my like major cooldown button, which is G. Actually, Revival should go on G. Oh god, I'm getting a bit confused now. Maybe do this. Celestial Conduit on E. Cocoon on F. And then Transcendence can go on 5. Maybe Alt 5. That feels very weird, but we can try. / KPP save. Mistweaver. Majesty's Terrace final boss feels simpler than fast bosses of other dungeons. So I can just stand still on DPS. This is true. I think it just becomes quite punishing if you like do higher keys, or it's actually kind of like a healer fight. Actually, there's a lot of damage that goes out. I don't know if calling it a healer fight is necessarily accurate, but a lot of the time wipes on that boss, unless it's something silly like no one soaked a orb, which is just like skill issue. It's a lot of like rot damage. Like everyone's always taking quite a lot of damage, whether it's like soaking the orb or you've got the thing on you that sends the star out. You're ticking damage the whole time until that explodes, and then it explodes and deals damage. That kind of stuff. And then the tank has to do a little dancey dance. Let me put my equipment in here. Maybe can refreshing goods in here and then do a little sort. Reagents. Okay, perfect. Ignore this bag cleanup. Okay, that's why. Let's put this in here. Do this too.
Right.
I have many, many wares. May your feet
Okie
find
dokie.
good trails.
I'm the same with that kind of thing. Movement is on mouse buttons, defensives on G and G modifiers, CC on R. Yeah, I find it quite useful to have like universalized keybinds across all my characters just to make it more streamlined when I'm like picking up a new class or something. So even if I'm a different class, like I know my dispels on this keybind and my movement speed buttons on this keybind, panic button on this keybind, you know. It doesn't make much sense in my opinion to have a like I play a different class, everything is different, you know.
I know it.
Just get reload quick.
Speaking of. Hello, Louis.
Righty ho. We're gonna do some more leveling dungeons. We are level 81 and like 2/3. I'm just gonna take a short break. I'll be back soon. Hiya. My keyboard cable keeps like getting stretched taut and I don't know why. I haven't like moved anything. Loft did actually send me another build for Mistweaver from our resident Mistweaver, which apparently at max level is no apex talents, hella spins. Curious. Should I try it? I mean, I don't have all my apex talents right now anyway, so... Like this? Mythic plus spin. The loadout you're trying to import was saved from an old version. Okay, never mind. I didn't care that much. This talent build feels fine, at least for now, especially for just leveling dungeons. Nothing super serious. I'll tell you what, I'm meant to be going to the Darkmoon Faire. That's kind of the whole point of leveling right now, is because we have the buff. The Darkmoon Faire for Horde is in Thunderbluff, yes. There's an NPC in Orgrimmar that will teleport you there. By the Flight Master. I'm not going to get there in time, so let me just... Oh! Maybe I will. I have to get all the way to the Darkmoon Faire and to the carousel. Let me just decline until we're actually ready. No need to make the leveling faster than it needs to be. No, wait, slower than it needs to be. Did Loft find his way? He did.
What business sense, have you? Keep your wits about.
I'm expecting level 90 tonight. Hurry. Loft looked over in concern when he heard me say that moment.
Wait, what did you say? I looked over to see why you're the...
Because I haven't got my leveling buff.
What did I...
It just so happened that you looked when I read Bowman's comment that said, I'm expecting that you're level 90 tonight. Hurry.
Oh yeah, sure.
It looked like Loft went, like looked over like, what the hell? Yeah, Loft can definitely be level 90 tonight. Me, not so much. That's a gamer right there. This, I'm not sure what this is. I even have some tickets left. Hey. Right, now we can queue. Me not give people motion sickness. There we go. Can't even tell that we're moving. Watch me get a mission avoid. A mission avoid? I forget which one's which. Occlusion of light, a mission avoid. Other way around. Occlusion of void, a mission of light. Watch me get one of them on this character. I still need one of them on my druid.
This isn't worth the risk. There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to find them if we're going to stop Lothraxion.
And what do? We spin. We spin. And we empowered Rising Sun kick and we spin. Spin to win. Oh, just walked into the disorient. So sorry. Yeah, that is something I will have to adjust to, is just being a melee, being in melee, you know? I'm not a fan of being in melee, I have to say. It just always seems a lot more dangerous. Yeah, get early as we spin. Maple Flower definitely goes to spin class. Okay, this actually hurts a fair amount. No one's gonna kill the battery. I am. Yeah, the soothing mist while moving is kind of crazy. Oh! Just walked into the laser. Spice, you told me I could spin. I still can, I just have this thing where when I see health bars declining, I have to try and press an actual heal. Too many years of Holy Priest in me, maybe? This dungeon sucks. Don't get me started. I genuinely said to Locke the other day, do I just do a stream where I back-to-back do Nexus Point Zenus keys on my druid for a chance at the ring and just send all of my rerolls? I've got one. I've got... What is it again? A Mission of Light? Occlusion? Yeah, a Mission of Light. No, I have Occlusion of Void. Excuse me. But I need the other one. They're both bis for my Moonkin. And according to guides and the gear that I already have, it's the only place I reroll is Nexus Point Zenith. I don't need to reroll anywhere else. I have all of my trinkets. I have all of my, tier and stuff. So it's just the Zenith rings. They evade me mostly. But I'm not going to complain about gear because I'm doing very well with myself, I think. I'm item level 280. I have pretty good stat weights for now. Could be improved, of course. So yeah. Can't really complain.
Yes.
Here goes the battery. And here goes a second battery. Ooh. That's spice. It would be worth it to get the ring. I think I've got 3 rerolls as we speak. Okay. Oh. Okay. They did go. They just didn't go for a little bit. I see.
Yeah, die.
I'm actually going to hold on to this until the next beams. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, but okay. I helped.
Very sexy.
More spark multi-tool. I got another weapon? I don't need a weapon. Okay, so Emission of Light comes from Nisara and Occlusion of Void comes from Lothraxion, so we still have a chance to get one of them. I doubt it now that we've got the staff.
Has never been clearer, Lothraxion, but I don't want to believe it.
Got a voicemail. Who's calling me at 5:30 in the evening? Also, why am I 60% mana? What have I been doing? Not drinking my mana tea. Look at that tech.
Bitch.
Steelbeard, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's so kind of you.
Bitch.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. How are you doing today? Oh. We're taking a break from the Moonkin today and spending some time with the Mistweaver instead. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday and a very good week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm a little bit scared. Wonder how the sub decides who gets gifted to. I got gifted a sub in a stream I've never even been in yesterday. Oh, really? Fascinating. I mean, I don't know the answer myself. I would have assumed that if you've clicked on, say, my stream at any point in your life, and then someone gifts a sub, it has a chance to go to you. But I don't know if maybe it takes into consideration people that are more like prominent in the community, like show up to more streams. Obviously, I think it does prioritize the people that are currently in the stream. If there's people that don't have a sub already, which makes sense. But as for like a sub gifted to you for a stream that you don't even watch, that's very strange. Never heard of that before. What I'm so ooh. Do the mobs in this dungeon have a mana drain mechanic that I don't know about? Had to Google. Twitch prioritizes active viewers and followers. If a gifter purchases more gifts than there are eligible people present, the system distributes the remaining gifts to random users, including those who have never visited the channel. Okay, well that makes it. It does make sense, I suppose. Like at the end of the day, if a streamer's receiving a lot of gifted subs, and there's like no one left that makes sense in the algorithm, then it's gonna just dip into the wider pool of Twitch users and pluck one out to be the lucky receiver. Did it just so happen that the person you got gifted a sub to, you'll now like stick around and watch their content, or is it not something that you're interested in? Would have been like a very happy accident. Maybe someone has 100 followers, only 20 are active, and they got 30 subs. Yeah. Interesting. Someone must, I mean, depending on the size of the channel, they'd have to receive so many gifted subs. I will not be going in there, no. So sad accident. Fair enough. Oh, definitely could have used a good transference there. That would have been good. That would have been optimal even. Here he comes. It tickles on normal.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh.
I'm doing more than the tank. That's good.
Okay.
Been getting a lot of gifted subs of late, even for Fortnite streamer I've never heard of. Oof, Fortnite. Oh,
Oh my
gotta check for the ring. Damn it. I think I've only played Fortnite once, like at a friend's house. Actually, my friend whose wedding I'm going to at the end of the month, her and her fiance play it quite a lot. And, you know, she's one of my only IRL friends that is a gamer. Or, like, kind of. Enjoys, like, PS5 and Nintendo Switch and stuff. Doesn't have, like, a PC, gaming PC, but console gamer. And she was like, you should try it. You'd probably be good at it. I was like, how do you know that? I wasn't very good at it. We played whatever version of it is, like, where you play in pairs. You know, me not knowing basic gaming terminology, by the way. We duoed. And I just, yeah, I was like, oh, this is so not for me. Like, I can just tell immediately that this isn't for me. Even Fortnite stream when? Not anytime soon, I don't think. Not anytime soon. Any of you guys play Fortnite? I'm just curious. No judgment. You like what you like. I do find the memes quite funny about Fortnite when I see them. I know that there's a version of Fortnite where it's like no build or whatever they call it, where it's just like the Battle Royale without the ability to build shelters and bases or whatever you want to call it. Because those people who are like super keen on Fortnite and play it a ton can like build a 6-story watch point in about 3 seconds. And it's the memes of like POV. I tagged a player halfway across the map, and then within like 2 seconds they just build a hotel to hide in. That immediately puts me off. Also, I don't really play much PvP stuff. My aim is quite shambolic. The whole, like, when you kill someone, you can take their stuff, and knowing, like, you should take this over this, you shouldn't take this. It's all a bit too much for me. Played a bit when they added the Lego/Minecraft mode. It was fun for a week. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that. Lego/Minecraft mode. What does that entail? Oh, he's right in front of me. I did not see him. Played on and off years ago with friends, but it's one of those games I played as an excuse to spend time with them rather than actually loving the gameplay. Yeah.
Katya, may I please have a sip of water?
I'm a hex. Oh, we dinged. And ring? No, okay, fine. Talent point.
Farewell, old friend.
Hope you're having a lovely Thursday, Mechex. How are you? Thank you for the hydration. We played zero build. The build mode is so gross and sweaty. What a niche thing to get really good at. I mean, like, you could say that about most things, I suppose, but good for them. Do I want to use the Transcendence? No, probably not. Touch of Death cooldown, Chi proficiency, magic damage increased, healing done increased. Sounds good to me. It's Lego Fortnite, a rip-off of Minecraft where you can build your base and explore a bit. It's more focused on adventuring though, if I recall correctly. Oh, cool. Goodbye. Professional Minecraft, our game. I'm okay, how about you? I'm doing okay, thank you, Mechex. A little low mood today, but that happens. I was really tired when we woke up this morning. We got up kind of early because we had a flat inspection. And I wanted to make sure that it was like as kind of spick and span as I could get it. It doesn't need to be spotless. They're only checking for mostly like really bad things like leaks or mold or holes or whatever. And to check if anything like the smoke detectors or the carbon monoxide alarms need replacing. But I was like, we must hoover every room. I will clean the bathroom and the kitchen top to bottom. That's not true. Everything is like clean enough that it just needed to be like wiped over, you know? But Lof and I were out most of the day yesterday and I was just like exhausted when we got home. I actually felt like I was coming down with something. We were in a shopping center filled with people and I just thought the chances of me catching something from that is quite high. But I think I just needed to rest. But I'm all good otherwise. Thank you. I hope your week has been going well and you're looking forward to your weekend. Thank you, sweetie. Is it time that this character has a new transmog? I kind of like the chi green on her. Very fitting for a Mistweaver. But she does only have one outfit slot. Like we could cook. Monks get some nice stuff. We do also have the heritage armor she could wear. I haven't used the horde one, but I don't like the red. Kind of takes away from the vibe. There is just the Wandering Isle one. Monk. Eesh. There's quite a lot of nice stuff from MOP, but I'm not seeing it here. I think we'd have to construct our own one. I do have some old sets saved from before the transmog changes, like this one, which is the same as what we're wearing, just in a different color scheme. And then I did have this, which was kind of exclusive for playing Windwalker, because I liked all the blue. New dungeon,
We're the last to visit these halls.
same spin.
Their home and their bond away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return.
I'd love to get rid of my trinkets just so that I can free up some space on my bloody bar.
The calm. Which path will you choose?
Hold on.
Look at Loth carrying as an evoker. Perfect. And we're spinning.
It's actually pretty good. Pretty good.
How chill. This is very comfy. Just spinning crane kick to heal people in leveling dungeons and then mining ore while we wait for more dungeons.
To the gardens here. But the wilderness has overtaken it now.
Wait, why is she spinning like that? Why does she look like that? There we go. I think she was like drunk for a second. Yes, I am just standing in the poop. Okay.
I'm the
The soothing sounds of my harp brought Verisa joy beyond measure. I'll need that.
The mobility of this class is really something. Especially now that Soothing Mist is castable while moving. Crackling Jade Lightning is castable while moving. Spinning Crane Kick, you could always move, but still it is a channel. The Transcendence, the Roll, the Tiger's Lust. You get a little movement speed boost if you successfully dispel something, or your target does, technically. Not even talented into lighter than air. Is that the thing where you can... I know what that is. When you roll, you can like double jump to dash forward. Is that what that is?
Well now, that dragon hawk
I kind of miss it. I low-key still double jump after I roll, as if I still have it. Okay. Is it not in like the optimal build? Because maybe I'll just take it. When I get more talent points. Ready? Law! You rascal.
Am I being yelled at for trying to help?
Did you not see what I did?
But you did it too late? For me to cancel my rescue? Holy, yelled at for no reason.
What just happened? What you just witnessed, that is literally the patriarchy in work. That's what just happened. I'm kidding. He was trying to help.
She reminds me of Arisa. My sister was also ferocity. and
I'll
so-
stop trying to help you. That's fine.
Come, let's find the next relic. Sylvanas didn't ask to be Ranger General, but she gave everything to the task, including her life.
We're just having a domestic. No, I'm just kidding. You don't give up a lot for it, I take it. Sweet. Maybe I'll do the same thing.
Undead fanatics have invaded to loot it, and anything
I think I saw a trick on TikTok for Mistweavers during the wind bridge in Skyreach, where I think it calls for the lighter than air talent so that you can like skip the bridge, kind of. I haven't learnt it yet, but I play a Void Elf anyway, so I can skip half of it either way. Nice. Do I have a Void Elf? I have a Void Elf Demon Hunter. That's it though, I think. But yeah, they get that Void Shift ability thing, don't they? Whatever it's called. I was never very good at using that. I do feel like maybe my frames could move like over here slightly so I can actually see more. I feel like I keep finding mobs
There's probably
hidden behind my frames. You guys have an all-time favorite race in WoW? One that you can like trust that if you want to make an alt, as long as it's, you know, class fitting, allowing, you know that you can just make that race and you'll be happy. I honestly kind of don't. Like, sorry to be boring, but I would say human. They can be most things nowadays, says the druid main.
Mother's bow
Um,
meant everything to Sylvanas once.
I like their customizations. Boren, I usually say, is my favorite race when people ask me. I think it's kind of underrated. Or maybe you're someone that doesn't even care that much, because Loth, for example, sometimes if he's like making a new character, he'll just open the character creation, pick the race and the class, and then just click finish and give it a name. And he's done. No customization changes at all. Just the one that he was given.
I think random.
Oh, he clicks randomize. Excuse. But, I mean, in his defense, you can do everything in a barbershop nowadays, apart from change your name, so I guess you don't have to use the character customization.
Sylvanas was sometimes vain and loved to be admired, but she never wanted to be worshipped.
And also, how often do you look at what your character looks like in a raid fight, he says.
We have one more relic to find.
The Windwalker gave me his Tiger's Lust, I think by accident, so I gave him mine in response. I feel like he didn't mean to do that. Void Elf is mine, but I want to make the switch to Gnome. Do you really, Spice? I feel like Gnome is not very popular, which, you know, doesn't mean it should dictate what you choose. But I feel like a lot of people have very strong opinions about gnomes. I quite like gnomes, personally. Especially after the like graphics update, which was obviously a long time ago, but the other day we were talking about night elves and how I think that they look better pre-graphics update. Gnomes, I think, is the opposite. I do think that when gnomes got updated graphics, they looked better. Like, their faces are so high definition compared to what they used to be. And the faces feel like they have more, like, personality, more life behind them. They felt very 2D before, which they kind of were. The only thing with gnomes for me personally is just they're so dinky that you can't really exhibit transmog all that well on them, but I do have a gnome. I might even have two. I've got a gnome mage that I mained back in BFA for a little bit. Before the switch to Moonkin that never ended. Love this boss. Oh, the derelict duo boss. Yeah, they're kind of fun. I like they're arguing with each other while they're fighting you. Druid gnomes when. Gosh, yeah, I think that might honestly be the most requested race class combination, or like goblin / gnome druids. And then have their druid forms be mech suits or whatever. I guess I like the idea, like in theory. I feel like it kind of goes against the ethos of druid though, I don't know. Because there would still be all of this Emerald Dream, Dreamwalk, Elune stuff going on, you know, like Ursoc, all the different kind of capstones of the different druid classes. I guess you could call them like deities. And then you got gnomes and goblins in their robotic cat suits. But at this point, I'm like, why not? You literally gave us dragons, so let's do it. Why not? Honestly, most races look better pre-update, but gnomes got such a massive glow up. Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of wistful in my nostalgia for the old graphics, which makes it nice to go back and play classic sometimes. It's like I remember exactly how I used to customize humans and night elves and Draenei Orin, gnomes. I was very stuck in my ways back then. Like I had my very go-to trustworthy customization options. Undead was a big one. Some would say boring and predictable. I would say comfy.
We've done it.
Gnomes can love a loon too.
It's on it.
They absolutely can. And a loon would love them right back. Can
Relics to return peace to the spot.
you imagine a gnome moonkin? Like, what would that look like? Just a mechanical moon, like, moonkin form. Do you think it would be cool if they did like new takes on the druid forms for like a more mechanical interpretation? Like rather than it being a mechanical bear, maybe they could be in like a one of those like shredders. You know, like the sky golem or something. That sounds kind of fun. A gnomekin? Of course. Why didn't I think of that? I think keep them natural. It'd be cool to see a group of gnomes that aren't just all tech. This is true. Yeah, I see that actually. Like, have a load of gnomes that... like, resto druid gnomes. Flowers blooming everywhere. I'd actually be super down with that. Sigil of the Restless Heart. Okay, so now we can actually replace the offhand that we were keeping in our bags.
I hope that one day my sisters will
That's
be able
good.
to do the same.
Well, yeah.
Not a Trent form, but a sapling form. Could you imagine? That would be so cute.
You like? Good fortune to our friends.
Let me, like... what should I do? I really want to mine stuff. But I'm going to have to keep coming back to the Darkmoon Faire. I guess our queue times are going to be so short. Maybe I'll skip
French.
the mining for today. I'm curious by these ore prices.
No.
Oh, brilliant silver for 1433.
That's or London.
But I need to keep them. Back. Action bar settings. Action bar 5. There we go. My little toolbar. I like to put my profession stuff down here. So we can prospect midnight ore, which doesn't actually need any, you know, you don't need like a prospecting table, dual crafting table to be able to do that. And did I get something? Crystalline glass, which I bet is used for creating a sunglass vial. It is. And dusk shrouded stone. Okay. Gotta go mining. This dungeon's kind of funky. It's very long, it feels like, but it's very quirky.
Busier than usual here. We need to act fast.
I think.
You should level a character by only mining. Stream that. Do you think? How long do you reckon that would take? Mining and herbing. Let's do that. Give us a fighting chance. Do you guys know about the person that leveled a Pandaren that way without ever choosing a faction? Because you know, in the Pandaren starting area, you technically start neutral until the end, where you choose whether to go with the Alliance or the Horde. the pacifist Pandaren. Would you like to join the Horde or the Alliance? I'd like to be a panda. Okay.
Even the void cannot withstand such raw power.
And logging, like lumbering?
Ah.
I don't think lumber gets you experience, sadly, but I mean, it would get me a crap ton of materials, so that would be tea. You do get XP from lumber? Oh. I did not know that. Thank you, Lost. Is everything okay? Everything just went to hell just then. That was a bit scary. They could go to both capitals? No, I think it technically meant that they couldn't leave the Pandaren starting area. Is that correct? I mean, like, that's the only way you can leave, I think, is finishing the quest line. But I mean, it's a beautiful starting area to be stuck in. Better than, like, Duratar. Oh yeah, you could be summoned. That's a good point. Yeah, I wonder what that means then for the capital cities. Maybe they could go to both. It's probably more likely that they could go to both than go to neither. Don't do it.
What do you want me
Oh
to
my
say?
god.
We need to do-
Now everyone's going to pick up a curse. Don't do it. I'm not a fan of Duratar either.
He's getting there.
Poking your nose where
Can't wait.
people
I'm lying to do this in M+.
face me, sneak.
Timer is probably going to be quite long on this one. Although, I think they'll take out the little gimmicky
Example of you.
nightclub shift segment that you do after this boss.
Katya,
Like, that feels very
may I
random.
please have a sip of water?
Thank you, Bowman.
Yeah, but we-
Oh yeah, they've lost it already. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. That hurts a lot on normal. Yeah, this damage is kind of hilarious. We had a guard in here with us, so we had a bleed. We'll get there, guys. Don't worry. Patience is a virtue.
Use the disguises and
This is the gimmicky part.
I will be watching.
Working in the club.
You're late. Clock in.
Lock in. Who am I? I'm the bouncer. Get rid of rowdy patrons. I'm not very good at this one. Oops, I already messed it up. Get out. Get out of my pub. I don't have my interact key bound on this character. That would be quite useful. How do you see who's rowdy before it's too late? Oh my god. Me kicking the straight people out of the gay bar. Shoo. Get out. Who else is being rowdy? Oh, 5-star review.
Hey. You're getting excellent exposure from this. Who are you? Who gave you access?
Kind of interested to switch to healer during raid. I don't think I've mained healer in raid since Aberrus. That was a long time ago. And it will be a different healing back as well. Two, in fact. That boss felt smoother than the first one. I'm a bit worried about the last boss in this group, but we can heal through any icky points, I'm hoping. I haven't pressed a ton of panic buttons yet. Despite everything. I have no idea what's going on. Best item soon? What do you mean, Bowman? Oh, straight through the rain of fire. Lovely. Oops.
We're good.
Strike them down. If they fall, I'll have your head.
Alright.
Oof. My goodness, that is a fast cast time. Let me stabilize a little bit here. I'm not really sure what's going on. I just can't seem to heal some people. Why can't I heal this rogue? I'm like using everything on them. They're level 90. That could be why. Law. Let me go. Eee.
I
Paralyze one of them, because why not, I suppose. So excited to press spin during this.
part when you're like,
This dungeon didn't feel as long as normal. It's probably because the last time I did it, it was Mythic 0, like at the start of midnight, honestly. Before the season started.
no, not that. Cool. This is
And that definitely went slower, because obviously we only had so much gear and we were trying to do Mythic Zeros. I am like actually sick of healing this rogue. Like I just can't touch them. I'm just going because of it, so they can heal themselves. Oops. I just rolled it. Did not mean to do that. My ping is control 8 and my roll is control 5. The 5 and the 8 are on top of each other on the MMO mouse. Just trying to ping the mobs behind. Like, what? What is this rogue doing? I don't understand.
As long as Silvermoon has need of it, I'll give them the fell they desire.
It ends here, Lithio.
Wretch! You would
You don't
deprive
think-
the city of the power it craves. Then taste
I have the Doom Curse. If it's not dispelled, it's almost a one-shot. If it's a curse, then I can't dispel it, though. I mean, they could probably cloak it all. Right? I can't dispel curses. I would have got rid of this at the start of the dungeon if that were the case. I think it's also to do with the fact that they're level 90. So they have a lot of HP, and my healing just doesn't really scale up to them. It's just why they keep almost dying. Yeah, Even now, I'm like, girl, you figure it out, honey. I'm not doing all that. I'm pressing my buttons so good. Goodbye. Right, we're gonna level in the next dungeon. Also, I noticed for the first time our Apex talent. Rising Sun Kick and Vivify have a chance to activate Spirit Font, causing your next Enveloping Mist cast to be reduced and channel Soothing Mist from you onto up to 5 allies at 20% effectiveness. Rising Sun Kick has a chance to activate Spirit Font. Enveloping Mist cast time reduced and channel Soothing Mist. If Spirit Font Soothing Mist heals a full health target, it jumps to another one, or is split among remaining Soothing Mist. Okay. Oh, you done?
Leveling.
Yeah. The journey is usually the part you remember anyways. Right, we're on our own. Find group, pray for me. Spirit Font is so fun. I mean, I like that it's kind of passive.
Oh yeah, Kenner's coming.
Makes sense. I never hard cast Enveloping Mist. I mean, 50% cast time. That makes it less than a second. Yes, I can do that. If I'm not Soothing Mist, Enveloping Mist. Oh, I think this is one of my least favorite dungeons. That's okay.
Limited, so we must call the areas where the light bloom is most active. A large attack only causes the light bloom to spread. A few striking the most dangerous. That is best.
Oh. Oh. Oof. Don't know how this dungeon works, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like what the trash mobs do. I'm confident enough on the bosses, I think. I hope. But I haven't learned the trash because I've not really needed to.
Invading our gardens has a price, and the light bloom will make sure you pay it.
So this is where rules.
I'm going to try and hardcast an Enveloping Mist the next time we get it empowered by the Spirit Font. Which isn't happening, annoyingly. The other ability that procs it is Vivify, which I actually don't have. I think they give Vivify to Windwalkers as their sort of one-off heal ability. Oh, here we go. Hmm.
And
Okay.
nothing to do.
This dungeon seems like one that's going to be scary in Mythic Plus. Feels very trash mob heavy, like very saturated. And then quite punishing bosses as well. Like this boss, I remember doing it in Mythic 0, and the Mythic mechanic wiped us quite a few times. Okay, so let me put a Transcendence down. Oh, someone's going to do it. Never mind. I was going to be smart. Never mind. Kind of glad that the healing meters doesn't show that I'm just pressing spinning crane kick. Way of the crane and Chi-Ji at least make it look more interesting, even if I'm really not doing very much. Very nice. So, why do I feel like Spirit Font isn't necessarily activating? Okay, it has a chance to activate Spirit Font. Oh, thank you, Spice Bar. I appreciate all of your help and your wisdom with Mistweaver. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch you later. Oh, that's the boss. Maybe it's going to reset. Yeah, it does. Wonder why they did that. Or it was just a mistake. Ah. Weirdly, I'm not very good at this boss. It's very simple in theory. I just really struggled with it as a range DPS. As long as you just keep the space behind you clear, you're pretty much fine. Like, you don't have to worry. It doesn't even knock you that far. Nice. We did get another back piece, but now that we've leveled up, the item level has scaled up as well, so it is an upgrade, luckily.
Expose them to the light bloom long.
We have another rogue that's just doing their own thing. I don't know what is going on there, but there we go. I think they just got lost, honestly.
With the light bloom, I can restore the Haranir to what we must be. But you stand in my way.
I will block them twice.
Oh,
Not escape.
I didn't mean to take aggro, I'm sorry.
Behold my power!
Oh.
Burn for me!
Oof. This is a bit chaotic. Yeah, those down bleeds, they don't go away unless they're fully healed. Bad.
His faith in the goddess has become hate.
And then we're almost done.
What Lightbloom does? A precision attack. I should have called for everyone.
Oh, I've never gone this way before. No, I wasn't able to do enough damage.
That looks dangerous. We must destroy it before they finish infusing it.
This dungeon will get us to level 83. I actually thought we were level 81. So that's good. We're actually making more progress than I thought. No level 90 today though, sadly. Okay, interesting. Oh no, poor shaman. I think they anked. But then the boss's abilities managed to reach it from where they were. And they died again. That's mean. I don't think we should kick them. They're not AFK, they died. I mean, I'm not sure why they died. Like, I think they weren't in the rogue shroud and then pulled a bunch of stuff. But they did quite cleverly run away from the rest of the group so that when they died, they didn't tether onto us. Maybe they didn't see that they used their res and then died again. There we go. We even got a trinket. I've been waiting to get a trinket. Your spells and abilities have a chance to uproot a light spawn lasher to aid you in combat. Let me place my... In fact, I kind of want to replace my Medicopter just because I can't stand looking at it next to me anymore. It's so irritating. Level 83. Unity Within. Celestial Conduit can be recast once during its duration to call upon all of the August Celestials to assist you at 200% effect. Unity Within is automatically cast when Celestial Conduit ends, if not used before expiration. Oh! Kind of cool. Fortifying Brew grants you 25% Absorb Shield. You heal for 10% of your maximum health instantly when you activate Celestial Conduit. Okay. Strength of the Black Ox's effect is 400% more effective on your primary target. Let's take Unity Within. That one seems kind of fun. So if you use Conduit of the Celestials and then you can use it again. Ah. Cool. And then if you don't press it during the first channel, it just happens at the end. Interesting. I feel like I don't press Celestial Conduit of the Celestials very often. Is that what it's called? Celestial Conduit. Celestial Conduit. There we go. Get little nuggets of experience for collecting ore. I would take herbalism as well, but I'd rather be leveling jewel crafting alongside my mining if possible. Hi, Half Empty Laney. How are you today? I'm honestly surprised that the dungeon queue is taking as long as this with the group that we've got. Oh, I really want to mine this. Actually, I managed not to pull anything. Let's freaking go. Rich umbral tin. Nice. Try and get somewhere more or less safe before I queue. Doing okay, thank you. How are you? How's leveling going? I am doing well, thank you. Leveling is going pretty smoothly, I would say. We're leveling at Mistweaver Monk. We just hit level 83 like 2 minutes ago. And now we're joined by my boyfriend and community moderator Loth and another guildie. So hopefully this dungeon will go even faster than the last ones. What have you been up to? Love that you're Pandaren. Oh, I adore Pandaren. They're one of my favorite races. And honestly, when it comes to monks, I don't connect with monks of other races. It's just Pandaren monks for me, I think. The OG. I think they're adorable. I like her fluffy foxtail. I'm at work right now, hoping time will go fast so I can play. Oh, bless you. Well, thank you for tuning in while you're working. It's very kind of you. Hope your work day is going okay. You are almost at the weekend. You can do this. Long's healthy the only way to go, for real. There was a time before the customization changes where the tail was dependent on which skin tone you used, I think. Like only the orange fur colors had long tails, I feel like. Like the foxy color. But now I think you can just choose whether you have a stub tail or a long one regardless of the rest of the customization, which is nice. I also have a Pandaren Shaman, who I also adore. And I'm pretty sure she's got a swooshy tail as well. Maybe she doesn't actually. Might have given her a stub. But she's got grey hair, because she's like my grandma character. I made her when Housing came out. And I wanted a character to inspire my first build. So I made a Pandaren Shaman with my free level 70 or 80 boost, whichever one it was. And we are building a cottagecore themed house inspired by her. I wish it was more kind of Pandaren inspired with more of the Pandaren themed like decor, but honestly there isn't a huge amount, in my opinion, of like basic things. So for now it's just kind of norm core, cottage core, but I think I want to make sure that we make her bedroom super Pandaren inspired. Now that I've collected a few different Pandaren aesthetic decor items, hopefully fill it out a little bit. Thank you very much for the follow, Lainey. I appreciate that. Thank you. I saw someone who had the darker colors and a long tail and loved that look. I have a panda shaman as well. Ah, what a coincidence. They're so sweet. I really like their casting animations. I find them adorable. Although, to be fair, monks have their own, like, unique casting animations regardless of race, I think. So, I can't say that I've chosen a panda monk for the casting animations. It's just panda monk is the only way for me. Main is a Blood Elf Frost Mage. Just finally cleared all the current raids for AOTC. Oh, congratulations. Amazing stuff. Getting AOTC in multiple raids in one tier feels so, like, weird to me because I've never raided in a tier where there's been multiple raids. Which one was your favorite of the three? I think mine is March, honestly. I like the March on Quel'Danas. It's not really like a fair fight, because obviously every raid is a different length. Void Spire kind of has, you know, with the extra bosses, it's got more of like a progression feeling to it, and like more story, but I guess the March on Quel'Danas has a lot of story too. I just love the two fights in March on Quel'Danas. I think Laura just is the selling point, honestly. Bellerin's fine. Love, love, love Chime, even though it's rough, the mechanics are amazing. Yeah, I agree. I think with the fight being the way that it is, it feels so satisfying to beat it. Like, you can tell that it's designed to be difficult. But then once you best it, it's like, God, we did that. Is heroic raiding the level that you tend to play at normally, or do you have a view to play mythic as well? With the runes, it's a little more unique for current content. It's great. Yeah, I feel like you can tell how the encounter designers, if you can call them that, like, played around with the whole add-on changes thing that came in before midnight. You know, you can tell that the fights are designed with the changes in mind, which I think is really cool. And it's like a breath of fresh air in a way. I mean, they have since developed add-ons that can help with things like the memory game with Laura, and my guild did use it in the end. But I think given the sheer amount of mechanics going on in that fight, to try and progress it on heroic and then later mythic, it was a bit of a necessity. Were you able to do the memory game without any add-ons helping you? I found it quite difficult, probably because I was focusing on so many things at once. Trying to keep the memory game in my head while executing my rotation and watching out for like glaives and stuff. Like trying not to panic. And then also I raid with my boyfriend Loth, and he's sitting right next to me, and he's also our raid leader. So he calls out the runes in order, but I can't really help but say the runes in my head as well. So in a way, I'm hearing my voice in my head saying the runes and his at different times, and it gets confusing very quickly. So I ended up getting a tile helper for myself personally, and then it ended up being like popular with the rest of the guild. So Loth got his own one, which just made like raid leading it much more streamlined. And it meant that I could help him in situations where, you know, the fight's super hectic towards the end of P1 and he's calling for externals and stuff because, I don't know, a seed got hit or whatever, a crystal got hit. I know I can be a backup in the memory game when his mind is elsewhere. Oh, I just moved over here. Never mind. Mythic Raid or M+, both. 2 bosses down in Voidspire Mythic. Almost 2,700 Mythic Plus rating, I think. Mythic Plus just a little less because Raid takes all my time. Fair enough. 2 bosses in Voidspire Mythic is amazing. Congratulations. Very exciting. Also, I mean, to say that you don't have much time to do M+ and still have 2,700 rating is amazing. I think that's higher than me on my main. Our raid leader calls the runes out, but I also remember them and call them out for my hubby without add-on. That's very good of you. It's interesting. I feel like the memory game, like, you see how different people's brains work and how, like, memory games like that come naturally to some people and they really don't come naturally to others. I can think of a couple people in my raid group where even while Lop is saying the runes out loud, there's a couple people that will like chime in and say, "Where's square? Where's square? Where's moon? Where's triangle?" It's funny that you mention calling out runes for your husband. Not your husband, you said hubby. Sorry. For your partner. Are you in like a dual setup situation in person? Because that's exactly what we're doing here, which is a funny coincidence. But like I don't see a ton of people in that situation. Oh, that's adorable. It's nice having someone, you know, having a partner where you have something like this in common. See, although it's a hobby, like it can take up so much of your time when you think that, you know, raid nights are 2.5 to 3 hours, usually twice a week, maybe 3 times for some people. And then you're, you know, if you want to gear, then you need to do Mythic Plus as well. It's a very time-consuming hobby. So to have someone that you can share it with or understands, nice.
Impressive. You have proved your strength and endurance. But what about your loyalty? Come back to the fire. Your last trial awaits you.
Love testing his Drakthir abilities. I could like tell that he was gonna do some foolishness because he was acting weird next to me. And then I looked at him and he didn't look at me. And then he just rescued me. Narnia. Drakthir looks so cool. Do you think so? I feel like they're not... I don't love them, honestly. I do have one. I made one when Dragonflight first came out. Which is genuinely one of my least played ults, I think. I do love their visage form. But the actual dragon form, they are really cool. They just... The whole transmog thing with how they can only really show shoulders and belt is a bit funky to me. I quite like my transmog. But I mean, there is the change coming where you can be in visage form in combat, right? I think that's coming in the 0.7 patch, if it's not already here. So that could change things. Because then I can just be visage forever. I think when I first made my Drakthir, I did it on stream. And it took genuinely an hour and a half. Because I spent so much time working on the visage form. And I don't think I necessarily realized quite how much customization went into the actual Drakthir form afterwards. So, 45 minutes on each. Why not?
What took you so long, eh? Deloa will not fight me without you. Hold. Before you face Deloa.
I'm usually always Horde, but I made an alliance Drakthir for housing. Love the evoker abilities and how they look. That's true. Yeah, the abilities are really cool looking. And there's like so much variation from the different dragon, like the different dragonflight themes. Bronze, green, red, black. And it's cool how they kind of interact with one another. Blue dragonflight, of course.
You have passed the trial. Take the burden of Nalarak.
A little strange with the transmog, but if you have the right look and gear, they can look epic. This is true, and in light of them having limited transmog like applications, they did give them their own kind of built-in, what would you even call them? I guess just customization baked into their character creation. They have like the hoods and the belts and the tabards and stuff where it looks like they're wearing armor even though they're not. So I guess if you are able to like mesh that together with actual transmog, you could definitely make something really cool. I just never managed to do that. Lovely. Ooh, we got a chest piece. That's big.
He says with
Lovely.
I'm doing the most damage. When do you... No.
Right. I just need to take a short break and then I'll be back for another dungeon.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
Ignore the buff.
Okay. I'm back. And for people watching live, there is an ad break starting as we speak because I'm an idiot. And I went on my break and I usually run an ad while I'm gone and I must have just got distracted and I didn't send one. So for any non-sub viewers, there is an ad starting as we speak. I'm very sorry. Hopefully you won't miss too much. We're just going to queue for another dungeon. I came back and then I realized I was like, oh, no. Ooh. Overload infused deposit. Some nice little upgrades for while we level just from world quests, to be honest, if we felt like it. They'll get replaced pretty quickly, but I mean, get experience from world quests too. Oh, not a fan of this dungeon, I'll be honest. It feels so weird, this dungeon.
Do as you like. Just make sure it's entertaining. Let the combat begin!
Yeah, and this always happens. I feel like they pull the whole first corridor and then all the way into the arena. There's just straggler casters and totems everywhere. It feels like a nightmare. That was a well-timed unity from me, I must say. I pressed it just in time to get a new Zao absorb shield for a little blast. Back from ads. Sorry about that, Lainey. That was awful from me. I'm usually so good at that. It's because I like went on my break and immediately turned to Loft to say something to him and then didn't pay attention to my second monitor, so we can blame Loft. That's what I reckon we should do. You didn't miss much. I never realized some of the arena fighters are little Tuskar. Poor babies. Oh, okay, period. Oh. Just bear with me, guys. So sorry. Oh, I'm taking damage from down here. Amazing. I love this game so much. So the tank's got jokes. The tank's got jokes. Funny guy. Funny guy. It's alright. It's the first death we've had all stream. It's all good. Right. Let me not get trigger happy with my spinning crane kick. Then add on with your cursor. Yes. This is called Cursor Trail. It just lets you customize your cursor in a variety of ways. I think there's quite a few different add-ons that do like a similar thing, but I just wanted my cursor originally to be super noticeable in combat. So then I tried Cursor Trail and I found that I could make it a rainbow star that sparkles, and I just loved how gay that was, so I kept it. I actually have a full list of my retail add-ons in a little sheet for anyone that's ever interested. For like inspiration on add-ons that might be good for them, or if anyone ever sees an add-on and thinks like, what's that? It's useful to like have a sheet that just compiles all of them and what I use them for primarily. This dungeon hurts like a lot. It's of the totems, I think. This is the sort of place where it feels like spinning crane kick isn't enough. I always lose my cursor and panic about it. I always find it happens the most in raid, I think because there's so much going on. Keys is different. I feel like keys is more controlled usually. Probably with the like extra unit frames with all the guildies in the raid and then all the boss mechanics, especially in Voidspire, where everything is voidy, purpley, blue. It's just like, where the hell is my cursor? But yeah, there's all sorts of customizations available with Cursor Trail. I've tried out a few different things. Oh no, I thought it would work. Yeah, not CCable. Got it. Downloading it now. Nice. if you want the exact same one that I have, I technically use 2 layers, but you don't have to do that. I use the Trail Sparkling Rainbow model with the star shape. That's what I use. So the actual cursor itself is a star. The only reason I have 2 layers is that the star only appears in combat and it disappears when my cursor is idle. And then the rainbow trail is active all the time in and out of combat. Just personal preference. Sometimes I find the star a bit too much when I'm just like in Silvermoon doing nothing. But having like a little glittery cursor is quite cute. So yeah, you can set it in 2 different layers if you want to, but otherwise do them both in one and it'll be right.
I'm back.
So many mobs. Oh, I pulled. Hee hee. Actually, thinking about it, I hope my list of add-ons is up to date. Pretty sure I added Northern Sky Raid Tools. I think that's the most recent add-on I've downloaded. Maybe I didn't add Lura Tiley Helper. It's very niche. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna like plot my transcendence here. I feel like it would be useful to have. Like that. Very nice. I don't think we got any gear from that dungeon, did we? I got a BOE ring. It's honestly an upgrade. I mean, I'll wear it. Why not? Haven't done a single campaign quest, side quest, anything on this character yet. The plan is just Mistweaver dungeon healing, maybe some delves if we feel like a change of pace, and then like world quests. And mining, of course, which I was trying to find some notes for right now. But hey, we almost made it to level 84. I mean, I'll take that. That's honestly further than I thought we might get today, so progress. That is going to be all from me for today. Thank you guys for joining. It's been wonderful to have you as always. I will be back tomorrow, Friday, at the usual time, 4 p.m. British Summer Time. I hope to catch you all then. But for now, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your Thursday, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Bye.